There's Hello Goodbye by the Beatles, and we're going to say hello to our guest. And joining me right at this very second is Mr. Rob Temple. Hello, Rob.
Hello. How are you?
I'm not too bad. So, you have got your show this weekend, this Friday, I believe.
That was the easiest plug I've never done.
Mate, I'll tell you, I am king of plugs. I should honestly have a sync company. I'm so good. But you're here on Friday at the Time Theatre in Newcastle.
Friday the 10th,
Friday the 10th. And it's your family hypnotism show.
Yes, the family-friendly version of my hypnotism show. Because for ages I've been really focusing on the adult, the not safe for work version. But
yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, that's not too bad. I mean, that's fun. That's what you're after, isn't it?
Absolutely. But this time, for the probably the last time in a while, I'm going to be doing the family-friendly version of the show. So
what does it entail? Tell us what it entails.
Bring the kids and bring the grandparents, and everyone is going to have a smashing time. So what happens is, first of all, nobody's going to get picked on. So if you sat there thinking, oh, but I don't want to be hypnotized, that's all right, because if you just want to come along and have a laugh at the people who do, you're still going to have a smashing time. So we get a load of people people who want to volunteer, come up on stage, we hypnotize them, we make them do crazy and funny things, turn them into pop stars and Martians and all kinds of other crazy things, and then send them back to the audience just about as normal as they were when they came on stage in the first place.
Because I have to be honest with you, I was hypnotized many, many years ago, and I'm talking over 20. And I woke up on stage in my boxer shorts, and I was like, "What's going on here?" Because I was like, "What's going on here?" Because I've got stretch marks like knife wounds. It wasn't a pleasant experience, but that was at the Students' Union. That was many years ago. But I was always wary going, hypnotism, it's not real. And then I've got the videotape of what I was doing and all this, and it was rotten. He had a glove puppet like a shark.
Yep.
And I ended up throwing this kid to him when he chases the shark. I was like,
which says more about you.
It really does. It shows I'm quite not a very pleasant person at times. So, I mean, you've been doing hypnotism for quite a few years now.
Yeah, I was 17 when I started, and I'm 30 now. So
right.
I can't do the maths, whatever that is.
That's 13 years. That's all right.
Thanks.
I had my shoes off, sorry.
That's why I'm a hypnotist, not a mathematician.
How did you get into it?
So when I was a kid, I used to do magic. I was that weird, nerdy, dweeby, shy, terrified little kid. Yeah. And I got a magic set for when I was 5 or 6 or 4 maybe. Started doing magic, and I just wanted to show everyone magic tricks. And then when I got to about 14, I was taking it really seriously, entering competitions and stuff like that. And then I saw a hypnotist and thought, that would be cool. And initially, I didn't believe in it. I thought they must be paid actors, or that it must be fake somehow.
That's what I thought.
So I decided to investigate it. I thought this would be cool. Some magicians go into juggling or ventriloquism or all these other things. Yeah. And I saw that and I thought that would be cool. And so I decided to learn it. So I studied it for a couple of years and then decided to take it seriously. And I did magic and hypnosis side by side professionally for a couple of years. Yeah. And then decided that I wanted to keep magic as a hobby and then pursue a career as a comedy stage hypnotist.
Well, I've seen your act before, and it is really, really good fun and great entertainment. And even if you want to take part, I just want to watch the show. It's one of those ones. And the family show, I'm looking for, because it was the grown-up show I saw. And the family show, I am looking forward to that one as well. Now, that's, like we say, it's going to be on Friday. Now, I've got a couple more questions I've got to ask you, and I've got a couple of texts in to ask you as well. So what we'll do is we're going to have a little bit of Take That, because Barbara's listening in Castle Eden. Hello, Barbara, how are you doing? She loves a bit of Take That. She's normally on the phone to us by now going, "You're going to take that tonight." Oh, no, I haven't. Barbara, I put it in to save you calling. So this is Back for Good. Back for Good. That was Take That there. Oh, Gary Barlow. I tell you, many years ago, he was a guest on a TV show called Gimme 5 on another station. And I had to pretend to be his legs as I smuggled him into the studio. And he got really upset going, "Why is the fat lad being me?" Little fact there for you, ladies and gentlemen. That's Gary Barlow's story. Many years. I was Gary Barlow's legs under a towel. They brought us in because they get smuggled in the studio so they could come in the back door. So they put blankets over us like we're going into court. It was a very strange situation. But I'm joined here by Rob Temple. It's just it's the mind conversation, how your mind works, and obviously you're an expert on how people's minds work, being a hypnotist.
Apparently so.
Question from Peter and Hexham: have you ever used your powers for evil?
No, but I always do use the words, "I only use my powers for good." Although good.
Peter, he is asking because he goes, have you ever used your powers for evil? Because if I could, I would.
I can't say I have. No, if I'd go into the nearest bank with 2 empty briefcases, leave with every last note.
That's it. Fill them up. He's quite adamant, Peter. He's come to see the show. He is coming to see the show on Friday.
Oh, great!
And he says he's going to come along. He loves a good hypnotist. He says first one he saw was in Blackpool, and he's been to see 20 since.
Wow,
yeah,
that's dedication.
So he's a gentleman of later years. Is Peter? He's a regular caller at the show, but he said he would use his powers for evil. Now that's probably why you're not a hypnotist, Peter. But thank you for texting in there. So I mean, I couldn't imagine. If you've got people hypnotised and you're doing the whole show with them and you're getting them to be suggested and say, all right, I want you to sing like you're a pop star. Do you ever get it where people snap out of it halfway through and go, what am I doing? Or have you had that?
Sometimes. I mean, one of the big misconceptions about hypnosis is that when you're hypnotized, you give control of your mind to the hypnotist. And that's not true.
Yeah.
You know, when you're hypnotized, you're actually more aware and more in control than you ever are in everyday life. You know, in everyday life, we float about, from bit to bit, and you're driving along the road and you realize you've passed that thing and you didn't see yourself.
Very true.
That happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You go into that autopilot mode. When you're hypnotized, you're actually more aware of everything that goes on around you. You can still hear everything, you can still see everything when you've got your eyes open.
Yeah.
You're still knowing what you're doing at all times. You just feels like you can't stop yourself.
Yeah.
It feels right and it feels like you want to do it. So it's a really crazy
Do you kind of lower is it like lowering inhibitions or just saying, I don't care anymore?
Sort of. I mean, there's probably a fine line between hypnotized people and drunk people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is allowing people to access the creative part of the mind. So when you dream on a nighttime and, crazy thing, when you wake up in the morning and you turn over to your other half and you say, I had a crazy dream last night where this happened. That's all been created by the creative part of your mind. Hypnosis allows you just to access that state.
I wake up, I keep a pen and paper by the bed because I've actually dreamt some good jokes. I've actually I've woke up and written down. I mean, I've wrote loads of stuff where I've woke up going, why did I even think that was funny? I've dreamt I've done a gig and I've been telling some jokes and I wake up and going, that was amazing, write it down, and then next morning I'm going, sausage fingers, what's going on? And it is crazy, but that's the whole thing. You can train, because I know there's lots of people say you can train your brain and get yourself into that, but I mean, you're just purely going, this is pure entertainment.
Yeah.
Something for everybody is what you're looking at.
That's it. Somebody who wants to have a really good time. And the great thing about hypnosis is because it's an audience participation show, it is it's the most interactive form of entertainment.
Yeah.
Because even if you don't volunteer, and I don't pick on anyone, it's against the law for a start, but I don't pick on anyone in the audience. If you even if you just want to watch the show and not take part, like the people on stage come down into the audience and in a very non-threatening way, and they really take part, and it's really engaging. And I think it's great, especially in the interval, we send them around the audience in the bar and the foyer doing funny things, which is a great opportunity for people to actually experience it up close and personal. So that's what's really great about it, and it has that sort of karaoke flair about it, doesn't it? People really want to get up, be the life and soul of the party, even if ordinarily at work or in everyday life quite a shy person.
That's it.
It's an outlet.
I saw the last time I saw your show, there was a lady there who was, all our friends were going, she's never like that, and she was quite outgoing. Outgoing is the word. She was very up and down and singing and dancing. I was like, wow,
raucous.
It is raucous is a good word.
Yeah.
Ian from Cowgate. I do love the questions you lot are coming in with you. Ian from Cowgate says,
terrified.
No. I would be normally. Ian's quite a nice bloke, actually. He's just said when you've hypnotized somebody, and you click your fingers. Have you ever had it like in a cartoon where if somebody clicks their fingers, they're back under afterwards?
Well, after the show?
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing about it is that once you've been hypnotized, it's easier to hypnotize hypnotize that person in the future.
Right.
So that, that if somebody comes up to me after the show and says something, and, in the foyer, for example, of the theatre, chatting to other audience members and just generally having a laugh.
Yeah.
It is, if I just said, and sleep, and put them back to sleep, they would just nod straight back off and naturally drop back into that state.
From this conversation, Ian from Cowgate is going to bring his missus now. We're gonna play another quick record. We're gonna have a bit of Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, and we'll be back with Mr. Rob Temple.
Start your text with BBC
and send it to 81333. From one love.
Well, there you go. There's a quick message for you. I'm still joined by Rob Temple. Hello, Rob.
Hello, hello.
He hasn't got away. He's still here, and we're talking all things hypnotism in the fluence, because that's what you used to say in the old music halls. We're going to put you under the influence.
That's a different thing now, isn't it?
Well, it is actually, to be honest with you. That's just you've had a couple of Bacardi breezes. So, you've been doing this for quite a few years. You've got into it. I mean, have you... Because I know you can stop smoking through cigarettes.
Yeah.
Stop smoking cigarettes or just stop smoking altogether from hypnotism. Because I know somebody who had that done. Have you ever thought of branching into that neck of the woods?
I did it for a little while. As contrary to what a lot of hypnotherapists would want you to believe, stage hypnosis and hypnotherapy go really hand in hand. They are the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of hypnotherapists would be cursing at that idea. But that's
it was trouble free. Start that takes BBC.
But that's truthfully what I think. Yeah. So I did study hypnotherapy quite intensively for a bit, and I did it for a little while. Yeah. But the truth is, I prefer being on stage. I got into this to be an entertainer.
Because you have, if you haven't seen Rob before, bright red hair does give it away. I mean, it is, and it's not. I'm not saying bright red. He's not like he's ginger. He's scarlet red.
Attention seeker. That's
so.
Good.
I mean, going to the shops with that haircut.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where you live, but if it's Jasmine, you'll probably get away with it. But do you have people recognise you on the street from doing the shows now and things?
Yeah, I mean, not every day, but but there are people who will either just shout, "Oh, he's got red hair," like I haven't noticed, or they'll say, "Oh, it's the hypnotist." So it is a branding thing. I'll be honest,
I've had that when people shout, "Hey, fatty," and I'm going, "I'm a fat." What? And then you see them go, "What? I didn't know." I've actually had people tell me, "Oh, I'm sorry, I did not realise." Yeah, okay.
It takes me a lot of time, money, and effort to look this stupid.
I was going to say, I have never seen roots on you, and I've seen you quite a few times. I've never seen roots appear. Now, the magic boat, you've been the Northeast Magic Circle?
The president of the Northern Magic Circle, yeah.
So you've been doing that and organising the shows like the Magic Festival and bits and pieces?
Magic convention we have, yeah. And that's coming back next year as well.
So how long, is it like life presidency or is it?
No, just a year.
Just a year. So
12 months, you wear a chain, get invited to dinners.
Is it like a magic chain? Is it them hoops where you can knock them together, take them apart?
Sadly not, but that would be cool.
That would be great, if you did.
That would be good.
So how much longer you got on your 10 year then?
I finished.
Is that you done now?
Yeah, done. All handed back over last April this year.
Right. So, yeah. So that must have been as a real mark of success for you, as somebody who started off being in the junior magic circle and working your way through to actually become the president.
Oh, it was genuinely a really good, really big honour, actually. Yeah, it was really good.
Well, I've got last question here. This comes from Derek in Middlesbrough. Derek says, have you ever thought about hypnotising a football team manager to try and persuade the lads to do a bit better?
Do you know what? I just don't follow football at all right? I don't follow football at all.
Derek does. Derek says you could be needed in the borough.
But I have seen some Northeast football managers, not current ones, I have to say, tweeting about looking for a hypnotist to work with the team to improve their performance on the pitch. And I did tweet back to one of them, but I never heard anything. So
I tell you, that would be great. That would be fantastic if you could just say, right. But I mean, did you get annoyed? I'm going to be asked. The famous hypnotism that most people know now is look around the eyes all around there. Not this. Yeah, I can see your eyes going already with that. How annoying was that character on Little Britain?
So I thought the character was great. I think the concept of the character was brilliant, and it was a fantastic addition to Little Britain. Yeah. But it did become a cliche very quickly.
Yeah. So do you have people going whoa and all that?
Still to this day, considering how long it is since that was on the telly.
12 years.
Still
12
to
years.
This day.
Yeah.
People do still say it, yeah.
Oh,
that and clucking like a chicken.
Well, to be honest with you, I've said both of them, and that's you didn't raise your eyebrows when I said it the first time. The second time, though, your face you pull. It's radio. You missed out on it. So this show is Friday. Tickets still available at the box office?
Yeah, Friday at the Tyne Theatre and Opera House on Westgate Road, and tickets are still available.
And it's a family show, so you can take everybody along, and it's going to be fun.
The grandparents. I promise you'll have a whale of a time.
Well, my kids are coming. The teenagers are coming along. Excellent. And mind you, if you can hypnotise me son George and get him to get a haircut, I would love you forever.
Like this?
No, mate, I'll tell you, he looks like Jonathan Creek and he doesn't live in a windmill. Rob Temple, thank you so much. Great to see you, and I hope the show's great on Friday.
Pleasure.